Hey there, it's CJ Willie, and today, if you're living in the United States, it is Independence Day. What better way to celebrate the holiday than cracking open some Magic the Gathering? In a previous video, I cracked open the Throne of Eldraine pre-release kit, and then I cracked open the Theros Beyond Death pre-release kit. Today, I'm going to crack open the Ikoria LAIR of Behemoths pre-release kit. I wasn't able to attend the Ikoria LAIR of Behemoths pre-release event because there really wasn't one. The set came out right during the height of the COVID pandemic, and I don't think anyone was doing an Ikoria pre-release event. So today I'll pretend like I was in the pre-release event. I'll open up this pre-release kit from Ikoria LAIR of Behemoths. I'll crack open the 6 booster packs, and then I'll put together the deck I would have played if I were attending the Ikoria LAIR of Behemoths pre-release event. Alright, let's get these other kits out of the way and get cracking into this Ikoria LAIR Behemoths pre-release kit. The front of it has Vivian, and the plane is known for its evolving, mutating creatures. So not much in the way of outer box art, aside from the very front of it. If you picked up one of these Ikoria pre-release kits, let me know in the comment section how you did. Did you pull anything great? If you did, would you have won your pre-release event? Most of the ones I go to are 4 or 5 rounds. So would you have 4-0'd it, 5-0'd it? Alright, I want to open this up so that I don't spoil the promo card. So I'm going to try to do that really carefully. So I'll open it like this, and as you saw, the dice escaped. So I'll take this, kind of just set it off to the side right here. Where did that dice go? Saw it come rolling out. So right here, it is green with the Ikoria LAIR of Behemoths set symbol. So I'll put that right up here. And then be super careful not to spoil my promo card. The set divider has, I think this is Gem Razor something. I can't remember the rest of the name for this particular creature. So I'm just going to keep that right up here off to the side. And at some point during the video, not only will I take a look at my promo card, but I believe that this also has an arena code. I'll be giving that arena code out to the first person that stumbles across it and watching this video. Alright, and this was before set booster packs. I believe they were collector booster packs, but I've got just the regular 15 card, what used to be called draft booster packs, but I just called them booster packs. So I'm going to set those up here as well. Okay, get into cracking the first booster pack. What I'm looking for in these booster packs are the triomes, so the lands that have the 3 basic land types. Those have quite a bit of value. Most of the cards with value in the set are rares and not necessarily mythics. Alright, started off with Blade Banish, Capture Spear, Drannith Stinger, Snare Tactician, Mutual Destruction, Humble Naturalist, Migratory Greathorn, which has the mutate mechanic. I kind of liked it. You can pay the mutate cost and mutate it on top of a non-human creature, and then both creatures have the abilities that come with the individual cards. Gloom Pangolin, and then a showcase card of Dreamtail Heron, Blazing Volley. Those are the commons. So into the uncommons. Weaponize the Monsters, Lead the Stampede, General's Enforcer. Alright, something cool for my first rare, Slitherwisp. Now this is a cool card, not very valuable, but for quite a while in the standard environment, I played a rogue deck that featured the flash mechanic, and blue-black had a pretty strong flash deck. And then Blossoming Sands and a dinosaur token. Alright, on to pack number 2. Glimmerbell, Sudden Spinnerets, Deadweight, Night Squad Commando. Looks like I have a foil back there. Flycatcher Giraffid, Light of Hope, Rumbling Rock Slide, Aegis Turtle, Mysterious Egg are the commons. And then the uncommons are going to be Clash of Titans, Boona the Wishgiver, Barrier Breach, and Yadaro the Wandering Monster. This rare had a pretty cool ability. If you're able to cycle it more than 4 times, instead of cycling it, you would take it from the graveyard and put it right onto the battlefield. And then my foil is a durable coil bug with a plains and a stupid ad card. Alright, next pack. Garrison Cat, Blitz Leech, Adventurous Impulse, Essence Symbiote, Raking Claws, Evolving Wilds, Memory Leak, Essence Scatter, Greater Sandworm are the commons. Looks like I have another foil. Regal Leosaur, Savai Crystal, Ominous Seas, and Kinnan Bonder Prodigy Mythic. Not sure what the value is on this particular Mythic. I forgot to explain that as I'm opening the packs, for any rare Mythic, I'll put the value down here. Any common, uncommon, art card, token, etc., I'll include the value as well. Alright, Mythic. And then Fully Grown is the foil with a swamp and a cat token. Let's see here. Let's slide things over because I want to put that Mythic up here. Slide the tokens right there. Get the lands off to the side. Put that Mythic right there. Alright, halfway through. I'm not sure which direction I'll go. Forbidden Friendship, Solid Footing, Bristling Boar, Unlikely Aid, Thwart the Enemy, Patagia Tiger, Heighten Reflexes, Sleeper Dart, Convolute, Unexpected Fangs are the commons. Pouncing Shore Shark. I really like playing this card in a draft environment. I did a lot of draft. Porcuparrot, Glowstone Recluse, Showcase, and the Ozolith. Now I think this is the highest valued card out of the set. If I'm correct, this is an awesome, awesome pull. And then Tranquil Cove and another stupid ad card. Okay. Final 2 packs, and then I'll get into the deck tech. Snare Tactician, Of One Mind, Durable Coil Bug, Honey Mammoth, Essence Scatter, Night Squad Commando, Plummet, Dranith Healer, Raking Claws, Hampering Snare are the commons. Monstrous Step, General's Enforcer, Grim Dancer, and Mythos of Brokos. There's a cycle of 5 legendary creatures, and each of them had a Mythos card, a Swamp, and a Human Soldier. Alright, final pack. Cathartic Reunion, Divine Arrow, Glimmerbell, Pyroceratops, Ram Through, Blitz Leech, Migratory Greathorn, Gloom Pangolin, few duplicates already, Dreamtail Heron, Showcase, Blazing Volley. Into the uncommons, Neutralize, Blitz of the Thunder Raptor, Savai Thundermane, and the final rare is going to be Dranith Magistrate. I believe this card has quite a bit of value as well. So I think I'm ending up with a pre-release kit with quite a bit of value in it. Blossoming Sands and Human Soldier token. All right, those were some pretty good pulls. I don't know how they will fare in helping me with a deck, but I'm pretty happy with those pulls. Quite a bit of value. All right, I believe this has the arena code. So tell me in the comment section if these older arena codes still work. Not entirely sure if they do or don't. Okay. And then this token is interesting because the ones that were in the regular packs were really flimsy, almost thinner than the tokens themselves. In the bundle and in the pre-release kit, as you can tell, these are really thick, thicker than even the card stock for the regular cards. All right, will my promo card help me decide what my deck is going to be? Dirge Bat. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to aid me in building a deck or not, but a pretty cool promo. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, clean up this mess, put together the deck I would have played if I were attending the Ikoria LAIR of Behemoths pre-release event. So give me a moment and I'll be back with a deck tech. Okay, I'm back with the deck tech with the deck I would have played if I were attending the Ikoria LAIR of Behemoths pre-release event. I played quite a bit of cycling in the draft format. The problem was I just didn't get enough cycling cards out of the pre-release pack, but I didn't play that much mutate in the draft environment. I'm going to give it a whirl here in sealed. My deck is going to be a green-blue mutate deck. I'm going to start off with a Mistress Egg, a 1-drop 0/2 that whenever I mutate on it, it gets a +1/+1 counter. The mutate mechanic only works on non-human creatures. Aegis Turtle, single blue for a 0/5, mutate on top of it, and I've got a big butt on the ground plus a little bit of offense. Humble Naturalist, hopefully I can tap it for mana, ramp into my bigger spells. Essence Symbiote, another payoff for the mutate. Anytime I mutate, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature and I gain 2 life. Glimmer Bell is an odd inclusion, but it's a flyer, and it has pseudo vigilance because I can pay 2 mana untap. If I'm mutating on top of this, I'm going to have a creature with big defense and a little bit of offense, so 2 of those. Now into my mutate spells. Glowstone Recluse, 2/3 for 3, which isn't great, but for 4 mana I can get a 4/5 with Reach. Bristling Boar is another creature I can mutate on top of. It's got pseudo evasion, it can only be blocked by 1 creature, and it's a 4/3. 2 more mutate spells. Migratory Greathorn for 4 mana, 3/4, but I can mutate for 3, and if I mutate, I can go and grab a land, put it onto the battlefield tapped, so that'll help with my mana ramping. Flycatcher Draphid, 5 mana, 3/5 isn't great, but it comes down with either a vigilance counter or a reach counter. 2 showcase copies of Dreamtail Heron. For 4 mana, it's a 3/4 flyer, not great, but I can mutate for 4 mana, which makes it a 3/4 flyer, and I draw a card whenever I mutate. These are good for evasion and card advantage. Pouncing Shore Shark, for 5 mana, 4/3, not that great, but if I flash it in with its mutate cost of 3 and a blue, I get a 4/3 and I can bounce one of my opponent's creatures. Honey Mammoth is a beating. 6 mana, 6/6. When it enters the battlefield, I gain 4 life. So if I'm a little behind in life, this just resets it. And it's a 6/6. Greater Soundworm can be a 7/7 with a little bit of evasion. More often than not, I might be playing it just for its cycling cost. And then the bomb in the deck is Kinnan Bonded Prodigy, 2 mana, 2/2. Whenever I tap a non-land permanent, I can add 1 mana of any type that source produced, which I have one. It's the 1/3 human. Or I can pay 7, I can look at the top 5 cards and put a non-human creature card from among them onto the battlefield. I'm running all non-human creatures except for Kinnan and the Mana Dork. So I think this will be a really good payoff card that's going to just allow me to hopefully every turn play a creature card. Alright, to the non-creature spells. Essence Scatter is going to come in handy. I learned in the draft environment creatures matter. Holding this up and waiting until I can counter the bomb from my opponent is going to be a good idea. Capture Sphere is just a good way to lock down one of my opponent's creatures. Sudden Spinneret, I like it for a combat trick. 1 green, one of my creatures gets +1/+3, and I put a reach counter on it. All these counters that my creatures either get or the spells help my creatures get are going to pay off in a second, and I'll tell you why. Ram Through, with the way my deck's running, this is going to be good creature control, creature destruction against my opponent's creatures. Of One Mind, there could be instances where I've got Kinnan out or my mana dork, and I'll be able to cast this for a single blue mana and draw 2 cards. So I like playing the spell. Even if I've only got to cast it for divination, I'm fine, but if I get the discount, awesome. Lead the Stampede. I look at the top 5 cards. Any number of them that are creature cards, I can reveal them, put them into my hand. Chances are in sealed, that's going to be quite a few cards. And then the other bomb is the Ozolith. What I love about this card is, if I have creatures leaving the battlefield because my opponents get rid of them or they die in combat, any counters those creatures have go on the Ozolith, and then at the next combat on my turn, I can move those counters onto creatures I have. Pretty powerful, and I don't mind playing it, especially for 1 mana. I think I've got a pretty good deck. It's not overpowered, but I think it's something that if I were playing in a pre-release event, I could possibly go 3-2, 4-1. Another great thing about this pre-release kit was this was probably the best value kit I've ever opened. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe, and share. Tell me in the comment section what you think about my polls. Until next time, when I'm back with another Magic the Gathering opening experience.